Hello, fabulous friends and fans. Welcome to your Jupiter special. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. In July of 2014 and until August of 2015, Jupiter will be moving through the sign of Leo. Now, wherever Jupiter goes, so go our biggest and brightest blessings. Jupiter moves through a sign about once every year or so, and during that time brings expansion, opportunity, luck, new perspectives, new people, and just an overall feeling of faith that things really can get better. And it's largely because of that faith that things very often do. It'll be a really exciting time, a really exciting year as Jupiter moves through the sign of Leo. I have created a separate introduction video to talk about Jupiter moving through Leo for our collective experience. So please click on your screen, have a look at that as well. And how Jupiter speaks to you in your sign is coming up right now. Hello, fabulous Aries. Thank you for being here. Well, over the course of this year, as Jupiter moves through the sign of Leo, he will be having a series of supremely harmonious conversations with Uranus moving through your signs. Now, you add to this the element, okay, so there's this element of surprise, quick intuition, and you add to this the element that Jupiter will be moving through a part of the sky that for you has to do with taking a chance, taking a risk, taking a gamble, and having it pay off big time. And I look at this conversation and I gotta say, I don't say this very often for friends and fans out there who are used to watching me. I don't say this very often, if ever really, but there are rare windows when winning the lottery becomes a lot more likely. And this would be one of those, very classically speaking, windows when you really ought to buy a lottery ticket, especially right around late September, in the very early days of March of 2015 and in the early days of June of 2015. Now, those of you, for the first 2 dates there, those of you born smack dab in the middle of your sign are going to feel that most. For the last day in June, those of you born about 20 days into your sign are going to feel this energy most. So right around the 12th or 13th of August are going to feel this energy more. But just about all of you out there are going to experience an element of blessing here. And it really is this type of conversation that's going to lead you to ask, what does it mean to take a risk, to take a gamble? What is your lottery ticket going to be? So, of course, for some of you, that is going to be, maybe putting $1 down and playing some numbers, and that's fine. Don't ever bet more. I'm very much of the belief that you want your energy to be open and energy to be prosperous. If you really want to be somebody who's playing these types of games, you want your energy to be joyous, because that's only going to increase your chances always. So you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you're feeling like there's too much riding or feeling a lack, because that ends up working against you. Having said that, what is your lottery ticket going to be? It's not just about playing the numbers. There's also an element here of you deciding on where your instincts are leading you. That ultimately is, I like to say, that's your biggest lottery ticket right there. That's the lottery ticket that we're all born with, is our instincts. And we have an instinct towards prosperity. We have an instinct towards a sense of abundance in every area of life. Now, are you going to believe and trust that instinct? Are you going to allow yourself to actually take a chance in favor of the direction that you believe you could experience greater happiness, greater abundance, greater prosperity, emotionally and financially as well? A lot of you out there are going to be asked to take a chance on a dream and to believe that it can happen for you, but to also be very smart about it. And I do think that there's also an element of you out there who probably have been working away on something for a while, believing that it's something that can manifest into something really good, really joyous, really prosperous for you. Well, you're likely to experience a breakthrough now, especially if you are in any of the arts, especially if you're in the performing arts in particular, whether you're a musician, whether you're a an actor, if you are in some way involved in entertainment, even if you want to consider that very broadly speaking, Jupiter should bring you a great amount of blessing at this time. There's also an element here, of course, because of the part of the sky that Jupiter will be moving through, there's an element here of creativity, and one of our really immediate creations, sort of classically speaking, is our children. And so if children is something you want, well, you're about to enter a really fertile time, and that's something that certainly can manifest for you. You'll have a lot of cosmic support to see that happen for you. Those of you who don't want that, or even if you do want that, you can still utilize this energy in other ways by experiencing a surge of creativity that leads you to new ideas. And one of these ideas may very well be that proverbial lottery ticket that I spoke about earlier. So it's really important to trust your instincts as to what it is that you desire to create in the world, what it is that's going to make you happy, that's going to move you in the direction of self-actualization, and take action towards it. You will find with every step you take, it said every step you take, the universe takes 10 steps towards you. Well, with this particular configuration playing out, really the universe is going to be taking 30, 40, 50 steps towards you for every step you take in favor of supporting your creativity. Finally, of course, this part of the sky that's being lit up for you thanks to Jupiter also has to do with romance. It has to do with the flutter of new love. And it has to do with meeting somebody and just feeling a connection right away. It has to do with dating and, as I said, flirtation as well. And as I look at this, the chance of you meeting somebody who very quickly feels like almost an instant connection, feeling like the one, is very strongly indicated. If you are in an established partnership, you are likely to experience a sense of renewed fun, a sense of renewed lightness in the bond, which should please you very much. Those of you who have somebody in your sphere are about to understand that actually your sphere is a lot broader than you expected. And so either you're going to have a lot more fun with that person, or you're going to start expanding your horizons and really coming to understand what it is that you need in love. And those of you who are single, I think, are going to find some really important flirtations take place. And like I said, if you right now are open, or even if you're not so open, the chance of you actually connecting with somebody in a very meaningful way who ends up figuring prominently into your life for a very long time to come is particularly strong. However it is that Jupiter chooses to bless your life, remember to do your part. Cultivate the blessings right along with it, especially with your willingness. Jupiter ultimately is a planet of wisdom. And so if you can trust your instincts, they will lead you to greater prosperity, greater fertility in every area of life, but also greater wisdom as well, as you come to understand that you really can trust yourself. You can trust your instincts to lead you to better and better things.